Across that for you. But before that, in a world of falling oil prices and squeezed profit margins, the companies that are selling it are increasingly looking for other ways to boost revenue.
And that's clear, isn't it, when you go to a petrol station forecourt? Shell runs the biggest single chain of petrol stations. It's got around 43,000 all over the world.
Well, close behind are China's state-owned Sinopec, ExxonMobil and BP. But Shell is increasingly using those sites to sell things other than petrol. Just last year it got through 250 million cups of coffee, no surprise there, but also 350 million cold drinks.
In fact, in the US it's come full circle and the stores now dominate. Around 80% all motor fuel bought in the US is sold in a convenience store.
Well, István Kapitány, did I get that right?
That's right.
Yeah. Is the Executive Vice President at Shell Retail. Very good morning to you.
Good morning. Thanks very much for the invitation.
I got your name right.
Oh, very good. We've practiced it a lot.
You're smiling when we talked about how much coffee you got through and how many drinks you sell. But it's a really important point. It's a really important source of revenue for you. Tell me how that's changed over the past sort of decade.
Well, it's a rapid change. In the last 10 years, you see a massive change. 35% of the customers who are coming to the 44,000 service stations around the world are buying fuels only, and 50% of them are buying convenience retail items like coffee. We have, for example, in the United Kingdom, the biggest Costa coffee chain at Shell service stations. Almost every Shell service station in the UK has Costa, and that is really growing. We are introducing in more and more and more countries with global partners.
I can see how coffee, drinks, food are a really useful fit because people want to get that food on the go, they're doing other things. But you can also pick up what I consider to be quite strange things. Coals for your fire, logs for your fire, flowers maybe for your loved one, although anyone buying flowers at a petrol station may get it in the neck. But nonetheless, all these things that you wouldn't necessarily expect, they're not so much convenience things, are they?
Well, it is growing. It's quite interesting how the customers' habits are changing. So in many countries now we are selling, we're starting to sell what you would say we should have been selling for a long time. So bubble tea in Asia, döner in Turkey, steak and kidney pie in the United Kingdom. We are still working on the fish and chips program, I guess. So we really need to be becoming significantly more a convenience outlet all around the world for our consumers, because that is what they tell us. The reason why we're doing this is essentially not just because of the oil price is low, because that is what the consumers and the customers would like to get from these locations.
But you as an organisation, you've had a very challenging recent couple of years because of lower oil prices, and many are talking about lower oil forever now. So that's a world you have to get very used to. But also as well, how we are moving around is changing. So the driverless vehicles conversation, electric vehicles conversation, all that kind of thing. So how will your forecourts be changing? What are you going to do to accommodate all those significant changes in the future?
So these changes are not entirely new. I mean, some of the elements are new, of course, but if you look around the world, we are selling LPG, we are selling CNG, we are selling biofuels. Biofuels, we are the #1 in the world, and we are the only company who is producing now second-generation biofuels, which are from the non-edible part of the sugarcane. So it's very environmentally friendly. Clearly, we are selling petrol and diesel, but more and more, of course, with all the changes, we really need to adapt. So we are in the forefront of building hydrogen service station networks in Germany, in the US, and I'm very happy to say that we're starting in the UK as well next year. And hydrogen is for fuel cell cars. By the way, the range is 700 kilometers. One fill-up is around 3 minutes, so it's really a really good proposition for electric vehicles. So,
as you move into that sort of realm, though, whether it be hydrogen, whether it be biofuel, or whether it be a battery change in an electric car,
indeed,
trust is really important, isn't it, from that point of view? And from that point of view, I assume Shell is in a position of strength. It's a brand we all know, wherever we are in the world.
It's more than 100 years. I mean, this is a very trusted brand. We have a global brand share of preference of 23%. In other words, almost a quarter of the motorists in the world, out of the 900 million motorists, are saying we would prefer Shell. So whenever we go and start with electric charging or electric battery changes, as you mentioned, there is a trust, because they know when we're doing this, we put research and technology behind it. We're spending $1.1 billion on research and development in the company. This is the essence of the company technically. So I think we are really well prepared, and we are trying to be participating in shaping this. So in hydrogen, in electric charging, we have in Norway, we have in Russia, we have in Spain already, and we will start also in the UK.
In one word, what's the one thing I'll be able to buy at a Shell forecourt that I can't buy now? So in future will be?
Well, as I mentioned to you, that's going to be the fish and chips, hopefully, for you, if you are here. But it's a global program, so we have the fish and chips equivalent everywhere in the world.
I will hold you to that. István Kapitány, thank you very much. The
Thanks very
Executive
much.
Vice President at Shell.
If you're wondering, Hungarian, hence the name.
Oh, that's right.